You know the person who can't let a thought go, replaying a conversation from 3 days ago, turning one decision over and over, looking for the angle they missed. People call this person a deep thinker. Maybe that person is you right now, replaying this exact sentence, wondering if it's about you specifically. Here's the actual question we're going to answer. Why do the deepest thinkers among us also seem to overthink everything the most? Is that constant mental churning genuinely a sign of depth? Or is it something else entirely, wearing the same costume? In 2008, psychologist Edward Watkins published research drawing a sharp line between two mental processes that feel almost identical from the inside, but lead to completely different places. The first is called reflection. Reflection is thinking about a problem with the goal of understanding it, learning from it, and eventually resolving it. It moves. It has direction. It usually ends somewhere. The second is called rumination. Rumination is thinking about a problem repeatedly, without making forward progress, often circling the same emotional territory again and again. It doesn't move. It just repeats. From the inside, both feel exactly like deep thinking. Both feel productive. Both feel important. That's precisely what makes them so easy to confuse. Watkins found that people who default to rumination show measurably higher rates of anxiety and depression over time, while people who default to reflection tend to show genuine problem-solving gains and emotional resilience. Same raw material, same amount of mental energy spent, wildly different outcomes, depending entirely on whether the thinking actually goes anywhere. So how do you actually tell them apart in the moment, while you're inside your own head? Researchers point to a few clear markers. Reflection asks specific, forward-moving questions. What can I learn here? What would I do differently? Rumination asks vague, backward-looking questions instead. Why does this always happen to me? What's wrong with me? Reflection tends to produce a plan, even a small one. Rumination tends to produce the same 3 unresolved thoughts, on a loop, at 2 in the morning, for the 4th night running. You've probably lived both versions yourself, lying awake solving an actual problem, versus lying awake replaying an embarrassing moment from 2014 for absolutely no productive reason whatsoever. Brain imaging studies add another layer here. Rumination activates regions associated with self-focused negative emotion particularly strongly, while reflection engages more of the brain's problem-solving and planning circuitry. Your brain isn't being lazy during rumination. It's actually working quite hard. It's just working hard in a closed loop, burning fuel without moving the car forward an inch. This is also why just stop overthinking it is such spectacularly unhelpful advice. Telling someone mid-rumination to simply stop is a bit like telling a car stuck in mud to just drive faster. What actually seems to help, according to the research, is redirecting the specific question you're asking yourself. Swapping, "Why does this keep happening to me?" for, "What is one thing I could actually try differently next time?" is often enough to shift rumination back toward genuine reflection. It sounds almost too simple, but the difference between spiraling and solving often comes down to exactly that one small redirect in the question itself. So here's the thought worth sitting with. Not everyone who thinks constantly is actually thinking deeply. Sometimes the deepest-looking thinkers in the room aren't solving anything at all. They're just walking the exact same hallway over and over, mistaking the echo for progress.